So this is a follow-up to yesterday's video. I'm going to show you a particular cryptocurrency where you can purchase it at less than the last round of investors. So there's a group of investors in this particular cryptocurrency that paid a price at a higher valuation than what you would be getting in at. I'm going to talk about that. This is sort of a follow-up from yesterday's video, and I'll have a link down below, which was more of a strategy video, saying in the last couple of months, as we all know, prices have come down. Large institutions and big money may have bought at a price lower than yours. So you may want to make sure that if you're looking for a particular price, you want to see, well, what price are those bigger investors going to get out at? Is it close to your price or less, looking at like a 5 or 10x? I'm a big dumb animal. Don't do what I do. I always say this is informational purposes only. Now let me say this. For this particular bull run, if you will, or market explosion, I've been buying since late 23. I've been in crypto way longer before that, the last bull run, etc. But 23, 24, things went up in the summer, things went up around November, December, and here we are in 2025. We're all hoping that certain things will happen. Bitcoin dominance falls, maybe some more money supply, potentially lower interest rates, and it kicks off this bull run. So there are things out there you can buy, but with respect to yesterday's video, I said, what if you can get in at a price for this one lower than the last investors? And this is Axelar. And I don't know if some of you have looked, but if you look at the funding that has gone into some crypto, it's not uncommon to see something like, let's say it's at $1, and some investors got in at around 2 cents or 5 cents or something crazy. We're buying in at $1 hoping for a 10x, and they're way lower. But in this case, and I made a video, I'll show it here last August, saying the same thing, because it's really gone up and down. I made this post yesterday. Check this out. Axelar AXL for less than round B investors. So typically there's a seed round, an A round, a B round, and usually they mean different things. I've gone through all that. But in this case, look at this. Looks like a half price sale. Currently, 526 fully diluted value, not market cap, fully diluted value, all of the coins. So what's the total valuation at the moment? This was on 210, about $500 million. But this, as you can see, there's a link I have in my x.com/longest. There are links here you can click through and you can see the actual article that was out a while ago. This was in late January of 23, where their round B investment had a $1 billion valuation, which means their price is twice what you would be buying it at right now. So if you're buying at, well, let's see, it's around 50 cents. A 10x is $5. For them, they got it around $1, and a 10x would be $10. You're getting in lower than these guys. So for me, this is a good one for many reasons, but that reason is you're aligned with some of the investors. I think that's great. Now let's talk about Axelar in general, then we'll look at their price. Axelar's in the interoperability category. I've talked about this before. I'm not sure how well interoperability will do this bull run. I would think it would do well, but it's definitely going to do, I think, extremely well as time goes on and there's more and more development along multiple chains, because it's essentially cross-chain messaging. Someone's got a thing on this chain, they want to move it over to that chain, whatever it may be, or dApps. So looking at CoinGecko, they show two here, Wormhole and Axelar. If you follow me, you know I've bet on both of these horses, so to speak. This is interoperability category on CoinGecko. If you look at CoinMarketCap, they also have Cosmos and Quant. I see them slightly different in terms of what they're providing, but they do, and I don't think BitTorrent needs to be here, but Layer 0 is a popular one, and for reasons we're not going to get into, I didn't back that one. Not that there's nothing, I think all of these will do fairly well, but the two I picked, I think CoinGecko shows it best. Here's what's interesting. Wormhole and Axelar both have a market cap of 400 to 500 million. However, fully diluted, Wormhole's already 1.7 billion and Axelar's just 500 million. So I think this is an interesting, again, I'm not giving you financial advice. I happen to have just bought more of this yesterday. Why? Well, let me show you the chart. And I should say, look at this tweet they had just yesterday. Or was it today? Where Axelar Network, of course, this is coming from the Axelar Network, it says that they're powering a Bitcoin renaissance on Osmos. responsible for 50% of all Bitcoin liquidity bridged. That's interesting. They're hitting a lot of milestones, but check out their chart. And this is a daily chart. Kind of disregard what I've got here. But if you go back to, this is 2024, this is the end of 23, where it rose up. Here's 24, where things went up that, March, April, and it peaked, I think it was $2.70. Came all the way down here, and it hit around where it is now, like at 44 cents. Kind of bounced around, shot up again, came back down. Okay. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. That's what everyone says. However, I do look at all my coins and I look at what happened last March and April. And in this case, if you're getting it for 44 cents and it went to $2.70, well, 50 cents to $3, that's a 6x. That's a nice jump. Now you can look at other charts, like let's just look at ICP. And ICP from last March, April was around $20. And now it's around $7. So that would be a 3x to last summer. So I look at something like this and I think, wow, it's really gotten beaten down. And hopefully it's bottoming out. Hopefully the whole market's bottoming out. That would be a 6x just to get the last summer. So I think this one looks interesting I think it's one of the front runners in interoperability, in my opinion. However, to be completely honest with you, I was a programmer long time ago, and most of my businesses are technical businesses. But I haven't programmed anything to do with dApps or on-chain. And I really believe to truly understand something, you literally have to not just read about it, but you have to use the technology, which I have not done. So all of my crypto is sort of a shot in the dark because I don't have that experience. But I'm picking these two, Axelar and Wormhole. And because of the fact that Axelar, looking at fully diluted, is only 500 million. And Wormhole's already 1.8 billion, and it looks like it's got this potential 6x just to reach last summer. I think it's a great buy-in, even though I said the same thing. It was last August when it was down around the same price. And the fact that you're aligned with the last round of investors, there's not many opportunities like this out there. So that's what I'm looking at, and I would be perfectly happy with a 6x. I know everyone wants a lot more, but if it were to hit that, that would be great. Of course, I'll have different sell levels like most people. But that's what I wanted to point out today. I thought this was an interesting opportunity. Please do follow me on X, like below. Greatly appreciate it. Leave comments. Have a great day. And I always say, I honestly hope that everyone watches my show can make generational wealth together with crypto. Have a great day.